Good evening, Constantino.
Good evening. How are you?
Good. How about you? How about you, Constantino?
Excuse me, I don't listen very well.
How about you?
I am tired.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
because
because of work?
yeah, I begin the plus accounting.
Yeah, it's true because today is 30th.
Yeah, yeah,
So these are the days that you work more than the rest of the days.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Uh, 40 of 50 or sometime.
40 or 50?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a
Because
lot.
after the class, generally, I continue working.
All right. So yes,
Mhm.
probably like 50 hours.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. But did you pay you the overtime?
No, no. For me, no. For my coworker, yes, because it's polite the the company.
Oh, that's the policy.
Yeah. Mm, for a boss or a position of
Supervisor and like that.
chief, yeah, no, not pay uh, overtime.
They don't pay overtime.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, I understand.
Hmm.
Good. All right. Let's see. We also have Christian. Good evening, Christian. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. Good evening, guys. I am okay. And you, teacher?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And we also have Joshua. Good evening, Joshua.
Good evening, teacher.
How's life, Joshua?
It's good.
Life's good.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Good. So, well, there are some people in the traffic jam. I know that for some of you it is kind of difficult for the traffic jam. I know some of you have dinner after class. So, in case one day you are super hungry and you want to eat something, probably if you have a sandwich or something, you can eat it, no problem. I don't have any problem. You can eat it. But obviously, you have to be paying attention. Pay attention. You eat your sandwich or your fruit or cereal, whatever you want, just to be comfortable, because sometimes when you're hungry and you're in class, you only want to finish the class and have dinner. So it's better if you have something to pick, you can do it, no problem. But obviously always paying attention to class, because I will be asking you, so you're not going to get lost. Good. All right, so let's see, we're going to start with the attendance today, and I'm going to show you on the screen. So there you have it. First person, Felix Ernesto Castellanos is in the traffic jam, but he's coming. Josue Mundo Avalos,
Present.
good. Carlos Eduardo is not here. Cesar Santiago Benavides is not here right now, but in some minutes. Christian Armando Cardona,
Present.
good, Christian. Herman is from Isafort. Then we have the person that is connecting right now, Adolfo Alberto Castro. Adolfo Alberto Castro.
Present.
Good. In the
Good
nick
evening.
of time. Good evening.
On time.
Yes. Next one, Cecilia, but Cecilia cannot be here today because she got a problem. Then we have Nancy is joining us in a couple of minutes. David Ricardo de Leon.
Present.
Good. Luis Antonio Dominguez is not here right now, maybe in some minutes. Carolina can continue for her baby. Hugo Ernesto Fonseca, good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, teacher. Present.
Good. Then we have Melvin Jonathan Gallardo, that is probably in some minutes with us. Then Oscar, the same thing in the traffic jam. Constantino Guardado.
Present.
Good. And Flor is from Insaforp, and Raul is not here. All right, so that's the attendance. Now, if you remember, today is the last day of the week for us, for classes. So I just want to remind you to complete the exercises in Schoology because you have to finish them. And those are called ejercicios, entrega de ejercicios. So there you will find 2 activities that you have to complete. And the other thing that I want to remind you before we finish classes is that you have the presentation on Monday. So that presentation is individual. So nobody else is going to be with you. You're going to be the only one. But I really, really need that you work on story that you will tell us something that happened to you one day in the past. You tell us all the details. Obviously, all the information that you will tell us will be in the past because that happened to you one day in the past. So all information in the past. You tell us the story, you tell us the problem that you had, what happened, where the situation was, when the situation was, what was happening. So in other words, a lot of details. And at the end, you tell us what kind of consequence that situation had for you in the present. So for example, if it was that when you were a teenager, you escaped from school every single day. So once your teacher saw you that you were running out of school, so he called the principal and the principal punished you and they called your mom. Your mom had to go to school and your mom got really, really angry. So you couldn't continue with your studies because your mom told you that you had to work. So since that day in the past, you are still working. So you worked at the age of, I don't know, 14 or 15 because you couldn't continue with your classes. Then you had the opportunity to study 2 years later, but you didn't want to because you were working and you had the money. So now you have the consequence in the present because probably you want to study in university, but you don't have enough time. And the other thing is that you don't have the title for high school, so it is complicated. So this is just an example, but that is the way that you will tell us a story. And that story is going to be with pictures. Yes, in a PowerPoint presentation, you only show the pictures. Those pictures are going to help you to remember what you have to say. Not text and not reading. Yes, so those are the rules. Good. Now let's get started. Today we are going to talk about etiquette at work. Do you know what etiquette is, guys? No? Adolfo?
No,
Do you
teacher.
do you know what etiquette is?
No, I don't know that meaning for this phrasing.
Okay, so etiquette, I'm going to show you on the screen right now. Etiquette is like things that you know that are the good way that you have to act in some situations. For example, let's say that you go to a restaurant. If you go to a restaurant and it is not a typical food restaurant, so we are not talking about pupusas, we are not talking about pastelitos, we are just talking about a restaurant, a common restaurant with an expensive and luxury restaurant. So what is the etiquette? Do you eat with your hands by using your fingers or you use a fork?
Use a fork.
Using
Exactly, you have to use a fork. So using a fork is tenedor. So if you use a fork, that is part of the etiquette. Yes, that is part of etiquette. Why? Because it is not acceptable to eat with your fingers or with your hands. Imagine that you are eating pasta. How are you going to eat pasta with your fingers like this? Or like this? No, right? So you know that you have to use your fork. So you use a fork, and that fork is part of the etiquette. Yes? That you have to clean your mouth after you eat. So that is part of the etiquette too. That you have to sit straight is part of the etiquette. You don't have to put your elbows on the table is part of the etiquette. So do you understand what etiquette is? Yes?
Como,
Modales.
Yes.
ajá, como etiqueta o algo así, como modales.
Exactly. So those are like behavior, the good behavior, buen comportamiento o actitud, good behavior that you have in some situations. For example, I know that at work, in your case, you have some etiquettes. Do you, or you don't have any etiquettes? No?
Yes, I don't use the cell phone in the table.
That's one. Don't use your cell phone at the table or when you have a meeting. So that is part of etiquette. Or pay attention to people when they are talking. That is part of etiquette too. So there are different ways that you can use etiquette, not only at a restaurant, you also have at work, you also have etiquette at home, because I don't know how many of you, but in some houses, the etiquette is that you cannot have breakfast, lunch, or dinner if you are not wearing a shirt. If you are not wearing a shirt or a t-shirt or whatever, you have like a tank top, but you need to have clothes on your body to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner in most houses, because they consider that it's disrespectful if you are having breakfast, lunch, or dinner and you are not wearing clothes. So that is part of the etiquette at home. Yes. Another etiquette might be that you cannot throw garbage on the floor. So that is part of the etiquette too. So today I'm going to show you etiquette, but etiquette at work. So I'm going to project right now. And this is called good etiquette at the workplace. So the workplace is the area where you work. And here we have an article. First, you're going to read the article and you're going to try to find words that you don't know. Words that you don't know, and you take notes about those words. So you have one, two, three, four paragraphs. So I will give you 4 minutes to read the paragraph and underline the words that you underline or take notes about the words that you don't know. Make a list.
Teacher,
Yes.
you can down the page a little bit
Yes.
uh, because I don't read the last sentence. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, time's up. Now let's see. In paragraph number 1, do you have any words that you don't know, guys?
Yes, teacher. In the fourth line begins with commerce. Commerce.
Yes, commerce. Commerce is like if you say venidas o las personas que vienen. Late comers, people who come late. So if you're a late comer, it means that you usually arrive late at work.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Guidelines. What is the meaning? Guidelines.
Guidelines. Guidelines. Guideline is like una guía de indicaciones. Guidelines. Es una guía, guideline. Another one? No.
The second paragraph consists.
In the second paragraph.
Yeah.
In which line?
Fourth line.
Oh, concise.
Concise.
Concise means conciso. Now, another word in paragraph number 2, guys. No.
Clearly.
Clearly. Clearly is claramente. Clearly. The subject in that case is not a person. The subject is like the topic. No more in paragraph number 2?
Teacher, when you use, for example, and the third paragraph is workplace email etiquette. ¿Cómo lo traducimos?
Workplace email etiquette.
Yes.
Etiqueta de correos en el trabajo.
Así, literal.
O
Al igual
etiquetas.
que en el cuarto párrafo tenemos telephone etiquette.
Yes.
In the first paragraph.
Exactly.
Okay.
If you say telephone etiquette, it's like etiqueta de teléfono. O
Okay.
hacer llamadas por teléfono.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So,
Teacher,
yes, paragraph number 3. Hugo?
yes, in the paragraph number 3, in the third line, says the necessary to have a good
Knowledge, conocimiento.
Knowledge, exactly. Knowledge is conocimiento. Knowledge. Knowledge.
Thank
You're welcome. Another word in paragraph number 3? No? So I will ask you, Melvin, what is the meaning of carefully?
One line, teacher.
Line number 3 in paragraph number 3. It says, listen to what they say carefully.
Con cuidado.
Or cuidadosamente. Carefully. All right. Good. Now, paragraph number 4. Any words that you don't know in paragraph number 4?
Lowly. Lowly.
In which line?
In the number 2 line.
Loudly.
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 What is the meaning of?
Loudly, con la voz alta, fuertemente, loudly.
In the line number 3, the word chew.
Chew.
I don't know.
Chew. Chew is what you do when you're eating. When you're eating and you're doing this, you're chewing.
Masticar. No.
Exactly. That is the word, chew.
Okay, okay.
That's why you have chewing gum. Goma de mascar, chewing gum. So chew is when you move your mouth. That is chew. Another word?
Mamers.
Come again?
The word mamers, when
What is
say behavior and mamers are under observation in the last paragraph.
behavior and manners?
Manners.
Manners is like la manera, behavior es el comportamiento, el manner es la manera como actúa. They are synonyms.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Another word? No? Okay, so I will ask next person. Let's see. David, what's the meaning of promotions?
What line, teacher?
The last one? Last word in the paragraph?
Futuros pronósticos o creo yo, I think.
No.
No.
It's promociones.
Promociones.
But at work,
Más
what
como
is it?
like ascent.
Exactly. Promotion at work is ascenso. That is the meaning of promotion. When you are talking about work, a promotion is that you have a new position. Good. Next one, Oscar. What is the meaning of even? In the first line, etiquette guidelines are important even when you are celebrating.
Siempre importa. No.
Aún. Even. Even when you are celebrating with your coworkers. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read it for you. Pay attention to the pronunciation because later you have to read it. It says, there are many coworkers' etiquette guidelines, but the most important is to be punctual to your office. If you are late because you had an emergency, that is okay. However, Habitual latecomers are never appreciated in any organization. If you get to your office on time, you show that you are responsible and you respect the organization. If you know that you will be late, then a good etiquette guideline will be to call the concerned authority and report the reason why you're late. Etiquette is also important when you have to communicate with employees or clients in any part of the world. In those cases, it is necessary to have good knowledge of the workplace email etiquette of other countries. In the official emails, you need to mention the subject clearly and be concise. You also need to include all the important details. You should use formal and grammatically correct language for emails. In addition, knowledge of telephone etiquette in the workplace is very essential. We have to speak on the telephone at some point during our daily work. Be polite when you talk to your employees or your supervisors. Listen to what they say carefully and do not interrupt. Be sure your voice is clear when you speak to avoid wrong interpretations. Then, etiquette guidelines are important even when you are celebrating with your coworkers. If you get a call when you are eating, say, "Excuse me," and then receive the call. Do not talk loudly while eating, and remember to close your mouth when you chew. You should remember that your behavior and manners are under observation. Following etiquette guidelines can play a very vital role for the future promotions. So now we are going to listen to some of you. Paragraph number 1 is going to be Joshua from "There are many workplaces until okay." Until okay. Then Constantino from "however" until organization. Organization, but respect the organization. Respect the organization. Then Melvin, "if you know" until you are late. The last part of the paragraph. Yes. So paragraph number 1, I said Joshua from "There are many workplace etiquette" until is okay. Constantino, "however" until respect the organization. And Melvin, "if you know that you will be late," then, and the rest until you say that you're late. Paragraph number 2. In paragraph number 2, we will have Oscar saying etiquette until countries, of other countries, of other countries. Then Christian, in the official emails, until for emails, correct language for emails. So in the paragraph number 2, we only will have Oscar and Christian. Paragraph number 3, Adolfo, in addition, knowledge and the rest of the information until you say our daily work, our daily work. And the rest of the paragraph number 3 is for Hugo. Next part, David. So David is going to read etiquette guidelines until it says receive the call, receive the call, receive the call.
This, what is line? Ethical guideline.
Etiquette guidelines.
Oh, okay. Paragraph
Paragraph
4.
number 4.
Okay.
Until it says receive the call. Receive the call, and there you stop. After you is going to be Nancy. So Nancy is going to read from "do not talk" until promotions. Until promotions. Nobody else is missing? No? No? Okay, so let's get started. So after your classmate stop, the next person continues, then the next person, then the next person, and so on until you finish the paragraph. So let's start.
There are many workplace etiquette guidelines, but the most important is to be punctual to your office. If you are late because you have an emergency, that's okay. However, habitually comers are never appreciated in any organization. If you
No,
get
Joshua.
on your
Joshua, I
I'm
guess
sorry.
you are reading part of the other person. So start again, only your part. Your part is until it says that is okay. That is okay is your
Yes.
part.
Okay.
Once again, start again. And the pronunciation is
Okay.
emergency. Emergency.
Emergency.
And the other one is punctual. Punctual.
Punctual.
Okay,
Okay.
once again.
There are many workplace etiquette guidelines, but the most important is to be punctual to your office. If you are late because you have an emergency, that is okay.
However, habitual late comers are never appreciated in any organization. If you get to your office on time, you show that you are responsible and you respect the organization.
If you know that you will be late, then a good etiquette guideline will be call the concert authority and report the reason why you are late.
Etiquette is also important when you have to communicate with employees or clients in any part of the world. In those cases, it is necessary to have good knowledge of the workplace email etiquette of other countries.
In the official emails, you need to mention the subject clearly and be concise. You also need to include all the important details. You should use formal and grammatically correct language for emails.
In addition, knowledge of telephone etiquette in the workplace is very essential. We have to speak on the telephone at some point during our daily work.
Next person. Next person.
Sorry. Be polite when you talk with your employees or your supervisor. Listen to what they say and do not interrupt. Be sure your voice is clear when you speak to avoid wrong interpretation.
Article guidelines are important even when you are celebrating with your coworker. If you get a call when you are eating, say excuse me, and then receive the call.
Do not talk loudly when eating, and remember to close your mouth when you chew. You should remember that your behavior and manners are under observation. Following etiquette guidelines can play a very vital role for future promotions.
Good. Just pronunciation for some words. Remember, it is mouse, mouth, chew, chew. The other one is when you say interrupt, interrupt, interrupt. Then etiquette, the pronunciation is etiquette. The other one is language, 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 language. The other one was organization, organization, organization. Emergency, emergency. I don't know if, well, you're not that old, but I remember some years ago there was a song that said, emergency, emergency. Don't you remember that song? No? It is like
No.
electronic music. It's, yes, it is electronic music. Even there is another one that is old, like during the 80s, I guess, that said emergency, emergency. I will try to find it and I will play it so that you can remember. If you remember that song, you will pronounce that word correctly. The pronunciation is emergency. I will find it and I will play it later. Is this one. Probably you can hear it.
I remember on the music in the bus.
So that's a song.
I like it.
Yes, it is a nice song. So there you can practice the pronunciation. Emergency,
Emergency,
emergency.
emergency,
Yes.
emergency, 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 emergency.
So you see, David is pronouncing correctly. Okay, so
Sorry, sorry.
that's the pronunciation. Good. Now I'm going to read it for you again so that you can check the pronunciation. So there are many workplace etiquette guidelines.
No,
But
teacher, no anymore, please.
but the most important is to be punctual to your office. If you are late because you had an emergency, that is okay. However, habitual latecomers are never appreciated in any organization. If you get to your office on time, you show that you are responsible, not responsible, responsible, and you respect the organization. If you know that you will be late, then a good etiquette guideline will be to call the concerned authority and report the reason why you are late. Etiquette is also important when you have to communicate with employees or clients in any part of the world. World, world, world. In those cases, it is necessary to have good knowledge of the workplace email etiquette of other countries. In the official emails, you need to mention the subject clearly and be concise. You also need to include all the important details. You should use formal and grammatically correct language for emails. In addition, knowledge of telephone etiquette in the workplace is very essential, essential. We we have to speak on the telephone at some point during our daily work. Be polite when you talk to your employees or your supervisors. Listen to what they say carefully and do not interrupt. Be sure your voice is clear when you speak to avoid wrong interpretations. Wrong, wrong, wrong interpretations. Etiquette guidelines are important even when you are celebrating with your coworkers. If you get a cold when you are eating, say, excuse me, and then receive the call. Do not talk loudly while eating, and remember to close your mouth when you chew. You should remember that your behavior and manners are under observation. Following etiquette guidelines can play a very vital role for future promotions. So now let's see. Number one, Nancy, if you know you are late, you should, and here you have three options. What should you do? Compensate the time, call the person you report to, or to not to do anything about it.
Call the person you report to.
Exactly, call the person you report to. Good. Next one, Felix, what is a tip to apply in official emails? When you send an official email, what do you have to check? Send the email in English. Use a long salutation or express the subject clearly.
Express the subject clearly.
Exactly, express the subject clearly. Now let's see what we got over here. This is for Hugo. Hugo, which is not good etiquette when talking on the phone. A, speak using clear voice. B, interrupt the other speaker. Or C, use polite language.
Maybe interrupt the another speaker.
Exactly, interrupt the other speaker. Good. Number 4, Joshua, if you receive a call while you are eating with coworkers, what should you do? You should ignore the call and continue eating, or you should answer the call at the table, or you should leave the table and answer the call.
Leave the table and answer the call.
Exactly. First you say, excuse me, you leave the table and you answer the call so that you're not calling in front of your friends. So those are etiquettes. Now let's see if you know about etiquettes. Next person would be Oscar. Oscar, what should you do? What should you do when you are in a meeting and you want to go to the restroom?
I, how do you say, pedir disculpas para poder retirarte?
Apologize
Apologize to, how do you say retirarse?
to leave.
Apologize to leave.
Yeah, it could be. It could be. That is one. You can say that you had an emergency. So you don't have to say, oh, I need to go to the...
Depending for the situation.
It depends on the situation. Because if it is at work, you can say, I will be back in some minutes. You don't need to specify, I'm going to go to the restaurant. No, right? Nobody wants to know that you're going to the restroom. So you can give an excuse.
I invent an excuse.
Yes, it could be. Or not to be too specific. Good. Let's see next person, Constantino. When you forget to send a report, what should you do?
I send the report and put the apologize.
Apology.
Apology, yeah.
Apology is disculpa. Apologize is disculparse. So
Okay.
apologize is the verb and apology is the noun.
Mhm. Apologize, apologize
Mm-hmm.
for the late at send the report.
Good, 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 good. So that is one option. Good. Let's see, next person, Melvin. If there are two people talking, if there are two people talking and you want to pass between the two people that are talking, what should you do?
Excuse me. Oh,
So you say, excuse me.
I say excuse me?
Exactly.
Oh no.
Yes. You say, excuse me, and then you pass. Good. Now, Joshua, if you want to use one of your co-workers' pens, what do you use? Or what do you say? Or what should you do?
I should say, could you please, your pen, please?
Could you?
Could you let me your pen, please?
Yes, that is one option. So you can say, could you lend me your pen? Or can I borrow your pen? So that is another option too. Good. Now let's see, Nancy. When you are talking to someone and you want to leave, what do you say?
Maybe give to apologize and say I need to go because I have an emergency.
Okay, so you apologize and then you say that you have an emergency. That is a good option. Good. Next person. Let's see, Christian. What do you do at work if your boss has been calling you, but you never answered your phone? And when you take it, you see it. You see all missed calls, like 10 missed calls.
Um, I'm calling from my boss and I say, excuse me, I don't use my cell phone in this moment. What do you need?
Okay, no estaba, I wasn't using my cell phone at that moment.
Okay.
So in other words, you call back. Call back is return the call. So you call back your boss. Or in other words,
Yes.
you return the call. Yes, and that is the etiquette. You have to return the call. It's not like, he will call me later. All right, the etiquette is that you have to call that person. Good. Next one, Felix. If you are at your workplace and there are a lot of people trying to heat their food using the microwave oven, what is the etiquette? There are a lot of people. It is time for you to have lunch. There are a lot of
Yes.
people and they all want to heat their food into the microwave oven. So what is the etiquette in that situation?
Okay. Uh, excuse me. Are late using my turn microphone?
No, but it's not the microphone. It is
Microwave.
the
Sorry.
microwave.
sorry.
Exactly.
Sorry. Microwave oven. Sorry.
All right, but you have a lot of people. You have a lot of people there. So what is the etiquette in that case?
You,
There are like
yeah.
7 people. So
Excuse me, oh, uh, everybody.
yeah, but what should you do? What should you do? You see that they are waiting for the microwave oven. So they are going to
Excuse me.
use it too.
Okay, excuse me. We are the use microwave oven. Uh, late my turn. User, please.
Uh-huh. What is the etiquette in that case, guys? Imagine you see like 7 people waiting for the microwave oven, and you also want the microwave oven too.
Uh,
Explain that the time for my lunch is almost over. If I can use the microwave first.
Probably that would be one
a-
option. You can
as
explain
they
that your time for lunch is almost over. I only have 1 minute. Could you please lend me the microwave just to heat my food? And then it would be only 30 seconds. So something like that. That is one. Another option, if you have time, what is the etiquette?
ask them for uh, I say I can use the microwave.
So
Preguntarles si puedo usar el
So in that,
microondas antes.
yes, in that case, it is like Felix. Felix was saying, ask them if you can use the microwave. It's similar to what Felix said, but another etiquette.
I'm
Etiquette.
waiting for my turn.
You wait for your turn. So that is one. Another etiquette, guys. No.
No.
If
Use
you
the microwave for 2 people at the same time.
that is not an etiquette, that is a strategy. That is a strategy, but it's good. No, the etiquette is similar to what Oscar said. You have to stand in line. You have to stand in line. Stand in line means if you see 7 people there standing in line, obviously you have to stand in line because that is your turn. You don't have to ask, hey, are you all using the microwave? If you see that they are standing in line, it's because they are going to use it. And the other one, in case you don't have a lot of time, you can ask them for a favor. And then you say, hey, excuse me, could I use the microwave because I only have 1 minute? I really appreciate if you help me with this. So that would be like more formal. Yes? Good. So those are some part of etiquettes. Now I'm going to project a video that you're going to watch. And here you're going to see some situations that are the same thing, but this is more like business etiquette. So you're going to watch it. Can you see it, guys?
Yes.
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 Okay, so I will play it right now.
How to practice proper work etiquette. 1. Shake hands with a firm grip, direct eye contact, and good posture. Be sure to stand up. It's an upstanding sign of respect. 2. Dress appropriately. Every work environment is different, and so are our unique senses of style. But consider your wardrobe an expression of how seriously you take your job. And you seriously shouldn't wear your well-loved overalls to a meeting with the CEO. 3. Ditch the digital and focus on those around you. Fiddling with technology during meetings is inconsiderate. 4. Every tweet, post, and pic you put out for the world to see reflects upon you both personally and professionally. Just something to think about before you update your status. 5. Do Do you remember in elementary school when we learned to treat others as you wanted to be treated? Kindness still applies. Swap that stinky tuna fish sandwich for something less aromatic that won't linger and linger and linger. Or write more thank you notes. Politeness is professionalism. You got this.
All right, I will play it again. And now I need that you take notes about all the steps that they are mentioning. The last one is super funny.
How to practice proper work etiquette. 1. Shake hands with a firm grip, direct eye contact, and good posture. Be sure to stand up. It's an upstanding sign of respect. 2. Dress appropriately. Every work environment is different, and so are our unique senses of style. But consider your wardrobe an expression of how seriously you take your job. And you seriously shouldn't wear your well-loved overalls to a meeting with the CEO. 3. Ditch the digital and focus on those around you. Fiddling with technology during meetings is inconsiderate. 4. Every tweet, post, and pic you put out for the world to see reflects upon you both personally and professionally. Just something to think about before you update your status. 5. Do you remember in elementary school when we learned to treat others as you wanted to be treated? Kindness still applies. Swap that stinky tuna fish sandwich for something less aromatic that won't linger and linger and linger. Or write more thank you notes. Politeness is professionalism. You got this.
All right, let's see the steps I have. Number 1, David.
The number 1 is set up or set on.
Not really. Okay, who has number 1, guys?
Shake the hands and stand up.
Exactly. The first one is to shake hands. You shake hands when you meet someone. And the other one is that if you are sitting, you have to stand up when someone is entering to the office. So you stand up. You don't have to be sitting. You stand up and say hello. Good. Number 2. Let's see, Nancy.
I don't have it, teacher.
Who has the number 2?
Dress properly.
Exactly. To dress properly, to wear formal clothes, because you're not going to go with an overall to a meeting with the CEO. So that's what they were saying. Or you're not going to go with jeans to a conference. So you know that you have to wear the appropriate outfit for any kind of situations. So you have to dress properly. Next one. Let's see, Felix.
Technology use.
What exactly?
Telephone, email, emails or chat.
And what is the tip? What is the tip? Tip or the suggestion?
Type conversation, the at work.
Okay, you are super close. You are super close. Who has the number 3?
Power off the telephone.
When you take a picture.
Oh, that was number 4. Number 3, you said, Constantino?
Power off the cell phone.
Exactly. In other words, you have to avoid using your cell phone. You have to avoid using your cell phone when you are in a meeting, when you're in a conference. You have to avoid using your cell phone. Don't use your cell phone. Don't send messages, like Felix was saying. Don't send messages. So that is number 3. Number 4, it's similar to what Melvin was saying. Melvin was saying don't take pictures, but it's not only don't take pictures. What was it?
It's a formal picture. when you use for example, a curriculum.
Oh, you are close. You are close. Who has it?
Be very careful when you post in social media.
Yes, exactly. That refers to be careful when you are posting or when you are updating your information on social media, like your status. Yes, because some people are like posting where they are working, taking pictures about the company and like that, and they are updating that information. So you shouldn't do it. Obviously, because you know that you are at work, so you shouldn't be doing that. But obviously, for your let's say security. So is there another one? Yes, the last one. Let's see, Joshua, do you have it?
No, teacher, I don't got it.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
Good. Who got the number 5? No one? Okay, so
The eating,
exactly, but what exactly?
uh, healthy or
You're close. You're close. So what they were saying is, well, they were saying two things. The first one is that compliments are acceptable. Compliments is like when you go to a meeting or when you have a business meeting, you can give some flowers, a chocolate, a little present, and that is acceptable. Yes, that is acceptable. And also they were saying that when you are in a meeting or any other place, if you're going to eat something, try to eat something that is not going to smell a lot, like fish or chicken, or sometimes people are eating burgers and it is time for lunch and all people are around hungry. So instead of that, you should eat some fruits so that you don't make other people feel hungry, sorry. So that's what the tips were. Now you're going to act out. You're going to act out some situations. So I'm going to give you the scenarios. I'm going to give you the scenarios and you're going to create the conversation. After you create it, you are going to role play it. Role play it, it means that you will take the position of one of them and you will act it out in front of the class. So first one is for Joshua and Nancy. Joshua and Nancy. That's number 1. Number 2, Oscar. Oscar and David. Oscar and David. Number 2. Number 3, Melvin and Constantino. Melvin and Constantino. Number 5, Christian and Felix. No, that would be number 4, Christian and Felix. And the last one, Adolfo and Hugo. Adolfo and Hugo. So Adolfo and Hugo, Christian Felix, Oscar David, Constantino Melvin, and Joshua Nancy. So I'm going to tell you your scenario right now. Just let me create the groups. All right, first group, Nancy and Joshua. So for Nancy and Joshua, you have to create a situation where you have a bad etiquette or bad behavior when you are calling on the phone at work. Calling on the phone at work. That is your situation, Nancy and Joshua. Number 2, Adolfo and Hugo. Your situation will be a bad etiquette when you are having lunch. Bad etiquette when you are having lunch at work. Bad etiquette when you are having lunch at work. Next one. Constantino and Melvin. Bad etiquette when you are greeting people. Bad etiquette when you are greeting people at work. Greeting people at work. Next one. Christian and Felix. Bad etiquette about your outfit. Bad etiquette about your outfit at work. Bad etiquette. And the last one is for David and Oscar. So this is going to be about bad etiquette when asking for a favor. Bad etiquette when asking for a favor. Yes, asking for a favor. So what are you going to do? You're going to create that scenario like if you are in a real situation, and then you will act it out in the class. So how are you going to do it? Like if the person is in front of you, try to make the gestures and expressions. So everything is going to be like if the person is in front of you. Obviously, right now you cannot say, hey, what are you doing here? But maybe, obviously, you don't have anyone next to you, but you can create that gesture. You can make that gesture so that we can have a better idea about the situation. Yes? So create the conversation. You will have exactly 15 minutes. After those 15 minutes, we close the groups and you have to be ready to act out your situations. So enter right now, guys.
Maybe calling late.
Or not calling.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the other thing, my thing is when you have the mode. And
Teacher, how do you say?
Boca llena.
Your mouth
full. My mouth is
mouth.
my mouth is full.
Mouth is full.
My mouth is full.
Yes.
¿Cómo se dice cuando contesta una llamada pero no estoy poniendo atención? Eso es de maleducación.
When you answer a call.
Atender sin escuchar.
When you answer a call but you're not paying attention. Answering a call without paying attention.
Okay. We have two options. Okay.
Or there is
another.
No, another is no answer the call. Maybe.
When you don't answer a call.
Yes.
Yes. And probably you later see the person. Hey, I've been calling you all this morning. What happened? Why didn't you answer? No, I don't know. I didn't receive any call. Yes, I called you 7 times. So that might be another one. Good.
And how do you say dejar a la persona esperando en línea? ¿Mucho tiempo?
Leave a person holding or leave a person on hold.
On hold.
Leave a
The
person
call
on hold.
centers.
Yes.
Leave a call es dejar esperando.
Leave a person on hold. On
Y
hold.
si yo quiero usar el verbo waiting, ¿cuál es la diferencia?
Waiting es por tiempo
Ah,
y hold es en espera, en llamada, pero que no está, no hay conversación, solo está en hold.
Is leave a person on hold.
Yes. Leave a person on hold.
Okay, Joshua.
okay.
Yeah.
Adolfo started. I only put the initial. You can know if it's your turn to talk. Adolfo,
Yes.
hi, Hugo. Welcome to the I don't know the
launch of celebrating.
No. The anniversary lunch.
Yes.
I gonna talk. Hi, Adolfo. Thanks for you invitarme.
Thanks for inviting me. Because
Inviting.
For is a preposition, so you use a general. Thanks or thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, teacher. Thank
You're
you
welcome.
for
inviting.
The other is no stand up when the boss entered the office.
For example, teacher, the bad etiquette grading people at work will be the people at work shout out when they grading.
People at work
Shout out o
show
se
up.
gritan, shout out, shout out when they grading.
When they are
Cuando ellos
ready.
saludan. Grading, se saludan.
Oh, when they are greeting.
Greeting, yeah.
When they are greeting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be one. So what I need is that you create a conversation. You will create the scenario. You will act the situation. Choose only one situation and you act it.
I understand. Yo pensé que solo eran acciones.
No. I gave you the scenario. Yo les di el escenario. Ustedes van a crear la conversación y la van a actuar.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so start working on that.
Okay.
For example, hi, Constantino.
Yeah.
Yeah, but first you need to identify what is the bad etiquette. What is the bad etiquette?
The shout.
Shout.
The shout.
No.
With a greeting.
When they are greeting. They shout when they are greeting.
For example, hi, Melvin.
Okay, so you can do it like that. Hi, Constantino, how are you? Hey, Melvin, how are you? And like that. So and then you say, hey, Constantino, I'm good. What about you? I'm super good. Thanks for asking. And then you continue like that. And then in a moment, Melvin says, hey, Constantino, I just want to tell you something because you are my friend. Yes.
Mhm.
When you greet someone, it is a good etiquette if you do it like quietly. Yes. You don't
Okay.
need to shout when you are greeting people. Yes. This is a good etiquette at work. Yes. I'm telling you
Yeah.
because you are my friend. Oh, okay, Melvin. Thank you so much. I understand. Next time I will say only hello in a low way. Don't worry, no problem. Okay, now tell me about your family. Oh, my family is good, like that. So you continue the conversation. So now create it.
Okay. Okay.
Ah,
Yeah.
así, Constantina, for example, eh,
And otra camisa manga larga.
Long sleeve shirt.
Yes. Uh, for the suggestion is you should take for my bag
Mhm.
and
For my bag, other sleeve
another long
shirt,
sleeve shirt
shirt,
than
Shirt.
I have shirt than I have.
shirts. Okay.
It's correct, teacher?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
You should
thank you.
take for my bag other long
From.
sleeves
You should take from
shirt.
my bag.
Okay.
Oh,
Is that what you're saying? You should take.
¿tú
Long
puedes tomar de mi bolsón?
You can take from my backpack. You
my
can take.
You
backpack.
can take.
You can take from my backpack. Backpack is bolsón.
Ajá.
Bag is like bolso, un bolso de señorita.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You can take from my backpack, backpack, backpack. Back like
For my
espalda y pack like paquete. Backpack.
backpack.
From my backpack.
Other long
Other.
sleeves shirt.
Another long sleeve shirt.
Yes.
Good. So you, Christine, are going to give Felix a long sleeve shirt.
Christian.
Yes. No. Felix is lend me your long sleeve shirt.
His long sleeve shirt.
His long sleeve shirt.
Okay, good.
Okay. You should take for my backpack other long sleeves shirt.
Okay, Felix. We try again for the beginning.
Take them, take them, and pay me
Mhm.
later. Ajá, dale.
Yeah, take me then a letter. Uh-huh.
What is the situation?
Two friends. We're friends, but I have a Max for sale, and David needs a mask, but he don't.
He doesn't.
I don't have
I,
money.
He doesn't have money.
Uh-huh.
he doesn't have money. But I say, don't worry, we're friends. Take them and pay me later. But
Pay me later.
pay me. Okay, pay me later. Pay me later. But David se hizo el suizo.
Yeah.
It's a favor, no? It's a favor.
Yes. So
It's
there
but
in the conversation you can say, 2 months later or 3 months later,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you,
yeah.
you you see David again and you say, hey David, what happened? Why didn't you send me any information? I was waiting for my money. And then you say, oh, any excuse. Yes.
Ah,
So then you can
ay,
tell,
no, se me olvidó.
hey David, that is not a good etiquette. Remember that a good etiquette is to ask for a favor, but if you receive the favor, you know that you have to respond to that favor. So in this case,
It's,
it is money, so you know that you have to pay.
yeah. It's a good situation, really.
Yes, it is.
But etiquette for a favor.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Bueno.
So now practice it.
Okay.
Maybe you are missing the last part. That is that you find David again.
Yeah.
Okay. So do it.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We are.
It's for a Delta plane.
Okay, Joshua. Can you give me a minute, please?
Yeah, of course, no problem.
Yeah, hello, how are you?
Uh,
Yeah, of course, I can.
hey, Nancy,
Yeah, tell me.
I need the task right now, please.
Yes, a minute, Joshua, please.
Hey,
Yeah,
okay.
tell me.
I'm going to
Yeah,
a
from
meeting.
tomorrow.
Can you help me right now?
I'm sorry, Joshua, I already helped you.
Okay. I call later, ma'am. I call later. Sorry.
Okay. Y me cuelga.
Good.
Vaya.
Good. So that is exactly what I need, that you act, but like if you are really in the situation, and that's good. So probably in the last sentence, Joshua, you are telling her, I will call later. So I will
call later.
I will call you later. I will call you later.
Call you later.
Exactly. I will call you later.
I will call you later. Yeah,
Later.
in this moment I call. Later.
Yes.
I will call you later.
Yes. And then you hang up. Hang up is the
Hang
verb.
up.
Yes, you hang up.
Okay. Hang up.
Okay, again?
Again.
You are doing it really, really good. Good.
Okay.
Hello, how are you, Joshua?
Hey, hello, Nancy. I'm fine.
Yo no creo, I don't see that erase the conversation, right?
No, but sometimes the Zoom is very, very, I don't know, I don't like it. I prefer Teams.
Yeah, it's more easy.
Yes.
And
Do you finish?
for me it's nice conversation
All
about
right.
the
So
bad etiquette.
you need to practice it because you will
Yes.
act it, but you will act it with feeling. With feeling means that you need to make expressions. So I'm
Yes.
telling you, expression.
Yes.
So practice it. You have
Okay.
exactly 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Hi Hugo, welcome to the anniversary.
Sí, o de qué está informado.
Ahí
Why do you,
me preguntaría que si yo sé de qué es lo que él tenía.
why do you know he,
Do you know why? Do you know why?
do
Do
you
you know
know
why?
why? Okay. Okay.
You only have 4 minutes, guys. 4 minutes.
Okay.
Do you know
But
why?
but you need to practice because you need to act it with feeling,
Yeah.
with movements, with emotion.
Mm, okay. Do you know why? And you respond, or what? That's, uh,
y ahí te digo, I don't know, o sea, no lo sé, va. I see you tomorrow, or I see you later.
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 Yes,
See you
later.
later.
Practice it, guys. Practice it.
Okay.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye.
dale.
Practice it, guys. Practice it because you have only 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and you need to do it
Okay.
with feeling, with gestures. Like if you are in front of the person, you say, "Hey, welcome." It's not, "Hey, welcome." It's with feeling, gestures, and like that. So practice it.
Okay.
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 Okay. We're trying, Felix. Hello,
Okay.
Felix. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Wow. Why are you wearing
That
such formal
wow,
clothes today?
Christian, that wow is not wow.
Yeah.
Your wow is not like wow for real.
Okay.
A real wow is wow. No,
Oh.
wow, wow, wow. It's different. So the expression that you
Okay.
have will be important, the gesture and the rest. So practice it like that with feeling, with gesture, to make people
Okay.
believe that this is a real situation. Because if not, it will be like a conversation that you have in the book. So try to make this more like realistic.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Rivete, a ver.
You finish? You finish?
No, no yet, no yet.
You have only 1 minute.
Okay, no problem, teacher.
And you need to act it like if it is real, with gestures, with movements. It's not like Christian was in your group and he was like, wow, wow. And wow is not wow. Wow
Aquí
is like,
no.
wow. So that,
Aquí vamos con pechada y todo, teacher.
so try
Hey, what
to,
happened with my money, man? Bang.
so practice it. Practice it.
Practice.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Wait, the finish, David.
The end.
One
Oh,
more time,
sorry.
one more
The end.
time.
The end. Okay, let's do it. Hey, what's up, David? How are you, man?
How are you, Oscar?
I'm fine. You?
Fine.
Hey,
But
man,
face to face.
I
Hey,
have.
you're facing the camera. Hey, David, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man?
But we need to see your faces.
With
We need
nigga.
to see your faces. We need to see your face, Oscar. and we
Ponete
need
en la cámara.
to see your face,
Espérate.
Dave.
Es que se me cae el iPad. Hey, David. How are you, man?
Hey, how are you, man?
How are you? I'm fine. I'm fine. And you?
Fine. I
Hey,
very
man.
well.
Nice. I have a mask for sale, man.
Yeah, really? I have a mask, but I don't have money right now.
I need a mask.
I need a mask.
I need mask. No, I need mask. I need mask, but
A mask.
ah, okay.
A mask. I need a mask.
One mask, plural. A mask, una.
Yes. A singular.
No, pero
I need some
some mask.
Algunas.
Ahí está.
I need some mask, but I don't have money right now.
Really? Don't worry, man. We are friends.
We
Take
are
them.
friends.
We are friends. Take them. Pay me later, man.
Hey, thank you, friends.
2 months later.
2 months later.
2 months later. Hey, David, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
What happened to you, man? Teacher, I have a question. Is I don't have news for you, from you, or I have not.
I didn't have
I didn't have news
news
from
from
you.
you.
I
Or
didn't have.
I didn't
Okay.
have, no tuve. O
Continue,
no he
continue,
tenido, I
continue.
haven't had.
Y
Okay,
después, ¿qué digo
okay.
yo? ¿Qué digo yo?
I didn't have. No, y una excusa tenés que poner ya, ahí queda. Es
I
la típica,
forget.
apagártelo iba, llamarte iba.
Teacher, I forget.
I forgot. Forget is every day.
I
I
forgot.
forgot.
Forgot in the past. Oh, sorry, I
I
forgot.
forgot.
I
Sorry,
forgot
I
because
forgot.
I I was really busy, or I
Uh,
worked a lot, so I didn't remember. Any excuse that
okay.
you want to give. All right, guys. So we are going to see actors and actresses over here. So remember, it has to be with feeling. It's not like, this is an example of something that you don't have to do. Hello, man. How you doing? Good. You? You're not looking at the camera. You have to be like if the camera is your friend, like if you're talking to the camera. Yes? And the other one is with your gestures. It's not the same. Wow. Wow, your jeans are nice. That, wow, your jeans are nice. I like them. It's different. Or it's not the same like you say, how are you? I'm bad. That if you say, I'm bad, I have a stomach ache. So that is different. So the gesture, the intonation that you give, and all the expressions or feelings that you are expressing are going to give a different idea of the conversation. I was telling a group, I don't remember which one, but I was telling that if you only say, wow, those are beautiful, it's like if you are reading one of the conversations in the book. And this is not a conversation in the book. This is more like a real situation. And these situations can happen to you at work. So we are going to start with Nancy and Joshua. Nancy and Joshua. Look at them. You are going to evaluate everything, gestures, intonation, and the story. So what is your story, Joshua? What is the etiquette?
It's about bad calling with cell phone with worker.
Okay, so bad etiquette.
Calling on the phone at work.
Bad etiquette, calling on the phone at work. Good, good. So we are going to pay attention to their conversations, analyze everything. Look at Nancy and look at Joshua because their gestures have to be there. And the same way that they do it, the rest of you have to act similar to them. So 1, 2, and if you don't do it with gestures, you have to repeat it. So 1, 2, go.
Hello, how are you, Joshua?
Hey, hello, Nancy. I'm fine, and you?
Very good. Tell me, how may I help you?
Yes, I need to let me some task. Could you help me, please?
Yes, of course. But from what plane do you need?
It's for Delta Airplane.
Okay, can you give me a minute, please?
Okay, of course, no problem.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, sure, I have time. Tell me.
Hey, Nancy, I need the task.
Yeah, only a minute, Joshua, please. Yeah. Where are we going to go?
I need to go to the meeting. Could you help me right now, please?
I'm sorry, Joshua. I already helped you. Bye-bye.
Okay, I will call later.
Okay, good. So you see the expression was over there, really good. So let's give it up for them. Let's give it up. Good job, good job. And this situation happens. Sometimes you need things like urgently, like in the case of Joshua, he had a meeting and he needed something, but right away, immediately. And Nancy was calling on the phone, but she spent too much time. So those things may happen at work too. Good. Now, next one, we'll have, let's see, Christian. Who's your partner?
Felix.
All right, so Felix and Christian. Listen to them, pay attention to their gestures. If they don't have body gestures, they have to repeat it.
Okay.
If you looked
Hello,
at Joshua,
Felix.
if you looked at Joshua, he was imitating that he had a phone. He was like this. So same thing. If you're going to be face to face, no problem. But if you're on the phone, like this. So 1, 2, go.
Hello, Felix. How are you?
Hello, Christian. I'm fine.
Oh, it's good. Wow. Why you are? Why? Sorry. Wow. Why are you wearing such formal clothes today?
Oh, the meeting this day is very important. The topic is a
Really?
new client.
Oh, damn. It's true. I forgot the meeting. Ah, my clothes is not appropriate for the meeting.
Okay, no problem. You can take for my backpack other long sleeve shirt.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Thank you. I am very grateful.
Good, good. So let's give it up for them. Good. Just the pronunciation is grateful, grateful, grateful. I guess that is the word that you wanted to say at the end, like agradecido.
Yes?
Grateful, grateful. I'm very grateful. Good, good, good,
Grateful.
good.
Okay, thank you.
Now let's see, next one. Adolfo was with
Hugo.
Hugo. So Adolfo and Hugo. 1, 2, go.
Hi, Hugo. Welcome to the anniversary company. We made a lunch.
Hey, hi Adolfo. Thank you for inviting me.
Did you see a Carlos? He is louding very loud.
Man, he's not respecting the guest because he's sitting with the CEO. He's a bad etiquette.
Yes, yes, he's very noisy. And they took for a phone call while he eat are eating, sorry, but are eating.
Man, did you see Laura? He's playing with her fork and dishes like a band. I don't know what happened.
It's so bad. They have bad morals and etiquette in the lunch. And they next the next lunch not be invitated again.
No, man, no. Please, no.
Oh, okay, good. So let's give it up for them. Good. Just the pronunciation, it is invited.
Invited.
Invited in the past, invite in the present.
Invited.
And you said he's not good etiquette. He's not good etiquette. It has to be that the situation. That is not a good etiquette. Good. And what you were saying was funny that the girl was playing with the fork and the plate. So that was good. Good, good, good. Next one. David and Oscar. One,
Okay.
two. Oh, and the situation is?
Going
Bad
for pay.
etiquette for a favor.
Bad etiquette asking for a
Yeah.
favor. Asking for a favor. Okay. So this is between co-workers. One,
Yeah,
two,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
go.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up, David? How are you, man?
hey, man, how are you? I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine, man. I have a mask for sale, man.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need I need a mask, but I don't have money.
Don't worry, man. We are friends. Take them and pay me later.
Hey, thank you, my friend.
2 months later. Hey, David, how are you, man? I didn't have news from you. What happened to you?
I forgot because
What?
I was very busy.
No, man. I need my money, man.
Okay, here is the pay.
Okay, okay, man.
All right. Good job. So let's give it up for them. Good. So just try to remember that you don't have to say I didn't have a money or I don't have a money because a is one. So you only say I don't have money. I don't have money right now. Good. So this is a common situation. Sometimes people ask you for a favor, especially when it is related to money, and then when you are telling them to pay you, they say that they don't have money, that they will pay you in 2 weeks, and they never pay you back. So that is a serious, serious problem. Now, last one. Last one is between Constantino and Melvin. Constantino and Melvin. So what is
Uh,
the bad etiquette?
bad etiquette, getting people at work.
Greeting.
Getting people at work.
All right. So
Okay.
bad etiquette when greeting or saying hello, greeting to
Yeah.
people at work.
Yeah.
Good. So now let's listen to them.
Hello, Melvin. How are you?
Hi, Constantino. I'm fine, and you?
I am fine. Thanks for asking. Do you know why didn't come the boss yesterday?
He was sick. Be, coming here, Constantino. You must be quiet because there there are the buses.
Okay. Do you know what her have?
Um, I don't know. No. And
Uh,
you?
he lied. He wasn't sick.
And seriously,
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yes.
I see you, Constantino.
See you, Melvin.
Hmm. Let's ask the judge. Well, you have judges here. So do you think that was good with the gestures or not? If you consider that they have to repeat it, but with gestures in the case of Melvin, because Melvin made gestures at the end where you say, ha, seriously, I don't believe you. So that was good. But at the beginning, you didn't have body gestures. So with body gestures, hey, come here. Not only, hey, come here, come here. Hey, come here. There are buses around here. Yes, buses, not buses, because the buses are buses. A bus, my bus, two buses. Yes. So once again, but with feeling and Melvin gestures. If you say, come here, like if Constantino is in front of you, it's not like a phone call. It's more like face to face. So try to imagine that Constantino is in front. And for those who didn't understand at the beginning, Constantino spoke loudly. So that is bad etiquette when you are greeting someone. And that's why Melvin say, hey, be quiet because this, speak quietly because this, and this. So once again, but with feeling. So 1, 2, go.
Hello, Melvin. How are you?
Hi, Constantino. I'm fine, and you?
Thanks, thanks for asking. I am fine.
Uh,
Do you know why didn't come the boss yesterday?
he has a sick. Coming here, Constantino. Uh, you must be quiet because there are around the bus.
Okay. Do you know why he had?
I don't know. And you?
He lied. He wasn't sick.
I don't know. Believe you. I see you.
Uh, See you, maybe.
All right, that was better. Good, so let's give it up for them. So he lied, he wasn't sick. He wasn't sick. Or in the case of Melvin, he was as sick. No, because I is one. So he was sick. Because Constantino asked you, do you know what he had? And then you said, no, I don't know. He said that he was sick. Él estaba enfermo. He was sick. Yes? Good. So this is the way that you express etiquette at work. Obviously, some situations are like very often at work, but there are other situations that are not like common, like in the case of having a person greeting in this way probably is not very common, but in the case of a person that is calling on the phone while you're talking, that is common sometimes. So it might be that you face one day one of these situations, so you have to know that this is disrespectful. So try not to do it. And in this way, your profile will be the one that the company is expecting. Yes, because sometimes it depends on the policies of the companies. If you don't have a good etiquette, they give you a warning. For example, especially for your clothes. If you're, I don't know if you have uniform, the ones that are mechanic, if you have a uniform and you don't wear it in some companies, they give you a warning because you need to wear a uniform. So if you get 3 warnings, then you are fired. And that is only for etiquette. Or sometimes because you are disrespectful with your coworkers, you receive a warning. 3 warnings and you're out. So that's why etiquette is super important at work. In other words, you have to respect the policies of the company so that you can have a good profile. Now, before finishing, just remember the presentation is on Monday. It is, number one, it is individual. Number two, you need to use a PowerPoint presentation. Number three, in the PowerPoint presentation, you only need pictures. You don't need text. Number four, what you have to do is to tell a story about a situation that happened to you in the past one day. So you have to speak for about 3 minutes, speaking, telling the story for about 3 minutes. After you tell all the story with details, you tell what the problem in the present is. It's like that situation happened to you in the past, but you have a consequence in the present. Yes? And after those 3 minutes happen, your classmates are going to give you suggestions about your problem because that was a situation in the past, but the consequences in the present. So they are going to give you suggestions about that consequence that you have in the present. For example, let's say that it was Christian. Christian had a problem because he, I don't know, he broke a TV in his house. So, and the problem right now for Christian is that he cannot watch TV, he cannot watch Netflix. So how can Christian say that information that was in 10 seconds, but in 3 minutes? Christian has to give all kind of details about the story. So Christian would say, oh, I would talk to you about story that happened to me 2 months ago. It was on weekend. it was raining, so I couldn't see uh, that the floor was wet. So I was walking in the living room when I slept, and I took the TV with me and I fell down. So I broke the TV. The TV was broken in pieces. My mother went to the living room to pick me up. When I saw the TV that it was destroyed, I almost cried because my mom was super angry because I broke the TV. So I went to a technician to try to fix it, and the technician told me that to fix that TV, I had to spend $300 because everything was broken, including the motherboard, the screen, everything. So I had to pay $300. I didn't have that money at that time. So I went back home. I asked my mother, sorry, if she had money to pay uh, that person that would fix the TV. And she told me that she didn't have money. So I couldn't fix, or I couldn't get my TV fixed. So I got my TV back home. I don't know what to do because if I sell the TV, it's probably just $2 or $3 that they are going to give me. So my big problem right now is that I need a TV because I don't know what to do on weekends. I always watched series on Netflix, and now I don't know what to do because my cell phone cannot download more applications. So that's my problem. And then your classmates start telling you suggestions. So your classmate would say, oh, Christian, you should ask for a loan at a bank and then you can buy a TV. Or maybe another person says, hey, Christian, you should go to your neighbor's house and convince him to watch Netflix with you. Or you should go to Omnisport and get a TV so that you pay it in quotes. Or you pay it in credit. Or another thing is that you should save money so that you can buy a TV by the end of this month. Yes, so people are going to give you suggestions. You don't have to read. You don't have to read. So your eyes this time will be folded. Do you know what folded is? Do you know what folded is, guys? Folded? No? Vendados? So you will do it like that. Tiene que conseguirse algo con lo que se puedan tapar los ojos, así como vendados, para que de veras no puedan leer. Yes? So that is the only way, because otherwise you might have it on the computer, you might have it on a piece of paper, or you can be like this and you have another computer here. So that day we are going to see that you're having a real situation, like you are not reading. And you will ask me, how can I pass the presentation? Well, easy. You send me the presentation and I will be passing the presentation. I will hear what you're saying and I will be passing the pictures so that we are going, or we are following your story. Yes? So you can send me the PowerPoint presentation by WhatsApp. That is one option. Or what I always suggest, and that you have to do it anyways, is that you go to Schoology and you upload your presentation. You have to upload your PowerPoint presentation in Schoology. So it's better if you only go to Schoology and upload it to Schoology. Yes? So that will be on Monday. Now, any questions about that activity? As I told you, you have to use the simple past and it has to be for 3 minutes. What is going to be evaluated is not only the presentation, but also you have to give suggestions to your classmate when they participate. So it is both, giving suggestions to your classmate and telling your story too. So both things are evaluated. So any questions about that activity? All right, so if you don't have any questions, just remember to complete the exercises on entrega de ejercicios, week number 3. You have to complete them, yes? So let's go with the attendance. First person, Felix Ernesto Castellanos.
Present.
Good. Next one, Josué Edmundo Ábalos.
Present.
Good. Carlos Eduardo Barrera is not here. Cesar Santiago Benavides is not here right now. Christian Cardona.
Present.
Good. So Herman is from Insafort. Adolfo Alberto Castro.
Present.
Good. Cecilia had a problem. She asked for permission. Nancy Jasmine Claudio.
Present.
Good. David Ricardo León.
Present.
Good. Luis Antonio Dominguez is not here. Carolina had a problem with her baby. Hugo Ernesto Fonseca.
Present.
Good. Melvin Jonathan Gallardo.
Present.
Good. Oscar Armando Gomez.
Present.
Good. Constantino Guardado.
Present.
Good. Floris from Insafort. And Raul is not here. So the only homework that you have for this weekend, guys, is the presentation. I really need that you work on that presentation. You give the information with details. Try to use the simple past in all the information that you will give. And if you haven't completed the exercises, complete them. Yes? So thank you for being there and be responsible to be in class every single day. I see you all on Monday in the presentation. Have a nice weekend and work on the activities. Good night, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Hi, everybody.